Hello everybody, how's it going today? It's Frankie here, and yeah, so as some of you may be wondering where I am, and actually don't really get any comments, so I don't know who's gonna wonder anyway. But yeah, I haven't been active on uploading videos for like 10 days or something. 10 days. I think my last video was the movie review on One Shot. Was my last video, and that was like over a week ago. And yeah, there's been a lot going on in the past week, and yeah, my baby girl was born last Monday. My partner gave birth to her, and yeah, it was a very confusing. It was just all been confusing here and there, knowing like what the news is and what's going to happen. And yeah, so I was at home waiting for like a message from her, seeing if she wants me to get anything or not. And I think it's like 2 hours that she didn't reply. So I was just like, I was getting worried. I thought something happened to her and the baby. So I was just like, oh God, no, please don't know. And then she messaged saying she went into labour. I was like, oh my God. It's bear in mind she's like born 2 months later, so she was 7 months, so obviously premature baby, did C-section. I'm not going to go into the details. And yeah, I was happy. I was straight to the hospital right there, as any dad would in that situation, and as any dad should do in that situation, go straight to hospital. Boom, right there. And yeah, so a beautiful baby girl, looks at me, to be fair. Every time I see it, it's like a mirror image, such a spitting image on me. She's got mostly my features and not her mom's, which is kind of mad. I'm not really gonna, take videos and stuff like that, as my partner said, as privacy reasons. So I'm gonna respect that, obviously. And me as a dad, I should respect that too. I'm not gonna get my partner's name, my partner's details whatsoever. That's also private. Just be kept private. She doesn't want to take part in normal YouTube videos though, so you will get to see her. It's just that you won't know much about her in terms of like, because of privacy reasons and stuff like that. So obviously you see more of me. I think I don't give any of my private details away, because obviously that's for me, isn't it? You only know about me most of the videos. Anyways, enough of that talk. So yeah, it all started off, I think, was it on a Friday? Not the Friday that passed, but the Friday before. And she was told she had to stay in, but oh my God, that was so confusing. We had to go to the maternity ward. She had to sit on that machine for over an hour that detects movements and stuff like that. Then she had to go back to another room for some blood tests or something like that. No, we had to go to the ultrasound room as well, where they found the baby's premature. I had a feeling, because me and my partner were born premature, so I had a feeling that the baby was going to be premature. Then went back to then we went back to maternity wards so we get an opinion of what the doctors can do. Then we went back. Why's the screen gone dark? It's strange. We went back to the maternity ward, and then we had to go back to the labour ward. We just had to set that machine again for over an hour, because apparently the machine she was on the first time, it was detecting irregular reading. And then the machine was like, it's okay or something. I don't know what was going on, and I was literally just tired. So they told she has to stay there for like over a week or something. Well, it said a week, but it's been over a week since she stayed there. And I went home on that night, because obviously I wasn't prepared. So they put her in a room on like was it the labour ward on the second floor, something like that. I shouldn't mention that, to be honest. I shouldn't mention that bit, but anyways, I'm probably going to be making videos of her, so you're going to see what she looks like anyway, regardless, if she would still want that is. And yeah, I've spent like 2 nights in total last week with her, and staying out. People say, why didn't you stay every day? What you would forget is that money and food would be involved, and you got to think like she would have family as well. It's going to be quite cramped to have in that situation. I've got to be at home too. Obviously I have my own home to go. I don't be wasting time there. It's not wasting time. I don't be there for like every single. I've got time to go home. There's always probably loads of times in my situation I've been through that. And yeah, the reason why she had to give birth at that moment is because they found blood clots in the placenta. So I think it's pretty common for premature babies in that situation. So they had to get out. To be fair, I mean, usually C-section operation like that usually take longer. I think natural births were longer than that, but it was like, yeah, it was quite quick, to be honest. And yeah, so the baby was crying when she came out. But I wasn't there, and her mum was there, so they only allowed one person, to be honest, in that surgery room. And she said there was like 30 people. Put that as an exaggeration. I don't know if 30 people would fit in that sort of room. But yeah, I went to see the baby as well, and took loads of videos, took loads of pics, showed it to family members and friends. That congratulations, they saying she looks at me. So it was really nice, having that connection with your own kid. There's a different, when you hear your own kid cry, you think, oh, so cute and adorable. because you feel a bit of emotion about this. Your kid is the connection, and yeah. But when I hear other kids cry, it sort of goes right through you. It goes right through me. It gives me a headache, because they're not my kids. So it's like not gonna bother with them. But my own kid, when she started crying, it was kind of cute when she cried. I was like, what are you crying for? What's going on? What is it because you disturbed your sleep? Yeah. So obviously held her, held her in my arms. They were teaching me how to, different ways to hold her. So on one day I've held her like this, another day I held her like that, which was a bit of an awkward one, because looking at her could give me a bit of a headache, to be honest. Yeah, she kept sticking her tongue out, and she was laughing. Good sign of a happy baby right there. That's quite a good sign. Yeah, everything's all good. She's, the milk as well. I'm not going to mention too much about that, but they're giving as much milk as possible. She's losing a bit of weight, but she's gaining a bit of weight, which is good. I heard that's normal. And just look at that machine, that monitor machine that makes the heart rate, respiratory, but no wait, it's the one at the top. It kept bleeping. I didn't know before. Is this normal? They said it's normal. Usually when I see that, it's when the patient's going through something bad, or something's going to happen. But it's kind of normal. Very active baby. She had like a big mask, a tube through her nose when I first saw her. They took that off because she was breathing okay. But she's got 1.1 kilos. She's tiny. She's tiny as hell, like a tiny baby. I think she's slightly bigger than how I was when I was a baby. I've seen pictures of me as a baby. Similar sizes. It's kind of like a cycle though. When your parents gave birth to you, it's kind of like, and how they experience it. You have exactly the similar experience. Is that what your parents did in their childhood? Is what you're currently doing in your childhood, what you experience as a child, it's kind of like a cycle that works. And when my daughter grows up to be about my age, she'll have a kid of her own, and she'll probably be in a similar situation. Hopefully not. Hopefully the baby does go fully for her. It's just like, I don't know what's happening. We're not at that stage yet. And yeah, they get something by my woman in rooms and stuff like that. Still a complicated relationship. I don't know how to, but I feel more of a connection to her as she's my baby mom. So yeah, I never used baby mom this much. I keep hearing it now. I've gotten used to saying it. So yeah, it's kind of mad. I've been thinking about doing a video, but the timing, me coming back and all tired, I don't mind making the journey there. I'm not saying having a baby is like what you have to do, but it sure keeps me motivated. Bear in mind, I wasn't doing much. All I was doing was just sitting down and not doing much. But baby gets me going, and gets me out. Not a bit, but gets me going out more. Makes me more motivating to make more videos too. Same with outdoor vlogging. That gets me more motivated. That is the thing right there. And it's me and my partner won't be able to have that much time together because of the baby. The baby's gonna be moving to her place. There's no space here anyway, so I'm not gonna mention more details on that one. Yeah, I saw her mum a few times as well. Nice woman. She understands her situation and stuff. So it's just good at least. She's meant to be getting out today, I think. I don't know anything about that. I don't know if she hasn't been told anything. The hospital's really good that we go to. Very good service. They see people quickly. Just probably a communication thing needs to be a bit more improved, I guess. She might be in me. I don't know what's going on about that. But yeah, it's just being at hospital. I mean, I never had to stay at hospitals. I didn't think I'd ever be in this situation in my life. I knew a baby was going to come. I knew pregnancy was coming. I told her. She wasn't convinced, but because now, I mean, I'm a dad. I would have thought I'm a dad. I mean, look at me. I don't know that father material, but I guess there's a lot of things I've got to change about myself, and it gets me motivated to do better, especially financially. And hopefully I do get to improve on my YouTube at some point. I should do anyway. Yeah, possibly. I don't know what's going to happen with that one yet. Yeah, so everything goes well, hopefully. Future, I don't know what's happening future-wise. I know, so waking up, trying to attend to her and trying to look after, my partner, because she's on medication. I'm not going to mention the type of medication. That's a bit personal. I don't want to make any views uncomfortable at. And yeah, to help her up, and yeah, that's what just really happens, I guess. And sleeping there. Let me tell you one thing about these hospitals. Sleeping there, oh my god, the chair was uncomfortable. And it was a recliner. My back was hurting me. My legs, really, my legs had like, I did a lot of walking today, but they were tired. Sleeping in the hospital is no good. Like, even her mom suggested, why, might as well go home. Just shower. I think the showers in no, you can, I think, Melrose can use the showers in the floor up, but they can't use the showers there. They said it was women's toilets, but I've seen guys come out those toilets. doesn't make no sense anyway. I get the nurses, the midwives tell me different things, and yeah, there's women, that's women's toilets, but I don't know. I still went over. I saw guys going, so I thought, why not? But they had a word with me now. I don't know. I got to use the visitor's toilet opposite the doors on that ward, which is annoying as hell. That would probably annoy the receptionist, working there. Be like, what's this guy keep going in and out for? And my bladder's really bad at height, so I went for like what is it, Saint? I went for like ultrasound at Middlesex Hospital. Didn't find anything wrong with my kidneys and bladder, but it is what it's probably just a weak bladder, so I'm not going to go into that one. That's not what this video is about. Yeah, it just feels more connected. Seeing her, I enjoy spending time with her. It's just a hassle. I have to take my toothbrush. It's a hassle, to be fair, but I enjoy spending 2 nights with her. I think 2 to 3 nights is enough. Every day wouldn't it be, because there'll be a day where her mum's there, and it would have been a bit too much, to be fair. Like even 2-3 people is going to be crowded. Bear in mind, because the beds are the room is big, but the bedroom that you have with the curtains and stuff, when you close them, it's not big enough. I understand they have to fit beds in for and stuff like that. They have curtains, obviously, and yeah, it's one of those things that it was quite warm when I was going to see it last 3 days, which is really good, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I think that's what this video is going to be about. Had to talk about it at some point. Oh god, someone's in my throat there. Yeah, so I thought this video would be quite longer, to be honest. And as for my videos, since I'm a dad now, and when the baby will potentially get out of hospital, obviously not by herself, obviously, unless she started walking very early right now. But when my partner does take her to hers, or to her mum's, then yeah, I don't know about the videos for me though. I'm not going to continue the football season, because there's stuff I've got to sort about that as well regarding that. So the sports channels I will not keep any longer. I would continue the rest of this football season, because we haven't got 8 games left or something like that. Yeah, so there's going to be a bit of changes, I think. Yeah, obviously with the baby along the way, I will not be doing football reviews, because they'll be a bit too much to handle. Movies, obviously I can do. Movies you can just watch for one day and that's it. That's movies gone, That's like one night, you can watch me one day. It only lasts like over an hour, maybe 2. Same with TV shows. I can still do them and play games. But as for like for football reviews, that's going to be too long. I'll just get through this football review now, because I've done 3 seasons of it. 2 Premier League season reviews and 1 international season review. So I'll just take a break from that, because the babies, I'm going to be committed to the baby 24/7. Even though I'm not living with my partner and the baby, I still got to go there practically every day to go to the baby and spend time with the baby. So yeah, because being a dad, it kind of hits you hard. It should make you more motivated to go out there, if that makes any sort of sense. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for the future may hold. One sec, I got to plug my charger. Okay, I'm back. Okay, good. Yeah, I was a bit wary of the not charging at that moment, because yeah, it usually would just turn off. It's happened to me once actually. There's some dirt on the screen here too. Should have got prepared for this. Yeah, that's why the screen went dark. Silly me, right? I should have realised that sooner. But yeah, everything seems to be all good. Everything seems to be going in place. And yeah, let me know what I should do reviews on, because I'm still going to continue the movie and show reviews. That's still going to be up there. I do need to get a gaming review. I need to play a game coming up too, so I will be playing something on my iPad. Probably snooker, maybe I'll play. Because then I don't have the technology to edit and cut stuff out. I'm just about to just play it with just all one take. I am due quite a very, very long video, if that makes any sort of sense. So yeah, let me know what I should do. I think it's wise to not focus on the sports, but football especially. It's best not to focus on that, because sports is every week. It's constant. I have to be committed to that. There's no point in me doing this a 4th season review and continuing it when I'm going to have other stuff going on. The other stuff I could do. But yeah, I will be posting this on my own, Frankie Nelson Free channel, obviously, because it's not a review. It's not nothing controversial, nothing like that. It's just like a plain old simple video. So yeah, I was waiting to do something like that. So there's also stuff going on at home as well, which I don't want to get into. But yeah, I think this will be really good. Financial wise as well, it's something I have to improve at, like I said before. Going out and buying the baby stuff, it's kind of fun, I mean, I can see it's being fun. I don't know how it feels for you parents. Let me know how it feels in the comment section, how it feels for you as a first time parents. How it was. Obviously, having a second or third kid, you get used to after that. It doesn't feel that bad at all. But yeah, me as a first time parent, it does feel weird, because you have a child of your own. It's like being a first time parent, you never even expect a child, even though you've been doing, you know, the deed, so you don't really expect it. People still don't expect it, but you still do the deed. Even people that use protection or like contraception, people still don't, you know, still don't think anything like that. With me, I was going just an open mind, thinking, even though I never really wanted kids, I always said if I was going to get someone pregnant, I'll be there because it's my responsibility. It's my DNA inside the woman. Technically, it's my DNA inside there. And even without protection stuff, I still did that. You know, it was still, you know, on my DNA stuff, like I said before. Same with like, you know, like if family kids with your expectations, I would be okay with the one, even though like kids was never on my mind, but I'll be there for kids. If it was twins or triplets, boy, I can't cope with that. Carrying every single one of them at different moments, that's gonna be stressful. One kid is fine because one kid, it's just one kid, isn't it? You could just like take it in turns to carry him or her. And yeah, so one kid sadly makes it slightly more easier, but a bit more expensive. You just gotta be there. Like people always said, "Oh, Frankie, you're a dad. You should be more of the provider." I have provided, maybe not as much as I should do, but I have. Excuse me, but I have, right? And I don't think people expected me to handle it this well. Nobody expected it. Nobody nobody expected me to get stuff straight away. I was the first person to get the stuff, and to some people that's not even good enough. But to me, that's good enough for me. Despite me having, you know, like stuff going on, despite me, you know, I don't want to mention the income comes from, that's a bit private and personal. I don't want to mention, as I probably did, I can't remember, but it's private and personal, that part anyway. But no matter how much money you got your account, you need income coming from somewhere. It doesn't matter how much. If you have £300-400 you make a month from somewhere, take it. Use that for, you know, for the baby, for your first time parent, even a first time dad. That's a message to all of you guys out there. Loads of these dads just run out on their partner and their kid. It's like, oh, I didn't want the kid. Then you shouldn't have got involved with someone like that. Then you should, well, not someone like that, but you shouldn't have got involved then. You shouldn't have done the deed and just left. You know what happens. It's like there's dudes out there that forget what comes out after like doing the deed. They'll forget what happens after they do the deed. Same with women. There's women that, very rarely do women leave in this situation though. But women get fed up and said, I want this child, put him up for adoption. Why? You shouldn't have done what you did. You should not have been ready for that sort of situation. Oh, my man's not financially stable enough. That's why, you know, and he doesn't want to see a kid. You should have been with someone who's financially stable then. Like, it's simple as. He's like got some sort of income coming in. You know, it may not be a lot, but it's something. You know, I could pay £40 towards a baby, towards my daughter. I could do that. Like, it's not a problem. I mean, when it comes to more than that, it becomes a bit of an issue. But still, pay something. Show that you care. And for all those people that are saying, oh, money's very important, it's not about the money either. You got to show your love and your bond to it. It's about a guy giving money, but a guy's got to be there to connect with his kid. If he's not there to connect with his kid, he's not a proper dad. Giving money does not make him a proper dad. That just means he just, okay, you got money. He just throws money at you and that's it. That's wrong. It's kind of like blackmail, a manipulation to make him think he's a good dad when he isn't. You know, he's you know, like a dad actually talks. Like, you can have a poor dad that sees their kid a lot. That makes him a good dad because he's there committed. You may not define that as the back up, but it's his character and the respect he shows to be there for his kid. That's the important thing for me. I was there for my kid every day last week. I took a bit of a break today because obviously my partner's probably going to potentially get discharged today, and that's why, you know, I decided to take a break. And when she gets out of hospital, I'll probably tell her to take a 2-3 day break because she needs to rest. I need to rest a little bit too. Our baby's in safe hands. Everything's all good. She's breathing quite normally and stuff like that. So yeah, very active baby. But this is what I mean. I did video sort of like not really. It wasn't intended for a lecture, but I just wanted to make the video longer. Because being a dad is sort of like should give you the kick up the backside to take more responsibility, and I already have. All I need to do is make more money. That's the only thing I'm missing, is the financial side. And I'm seeing these dudes leaving their woman and having kids with another woman, then leaving them. It's just like, why are you doing that to yourself? Be a man and step up. Being a man does not mean having muscles. Being a man does not mean being cocky. Being a man is like, you got to be respectful. A proper man is someone that's respectful, that's always there for their person, sticks with their person like that. Either not with the person, sticks by their child, by their family, do what's right, making the right decision and choice. That's a real man. Not with muscles and a beard. That's not a man. But then yeah, we're all men, aren't we? So we all have like the package on there, so we're all men that way, aren't we? So I guess that makes sense, right? So, but I'm just saying, like, what women define as real men out there, what men would define as real men, is not always right. I'm telling you, like, for me, I've stepped up and act like a real man towards my kid. These people out there just don't. There's people out there that just don't even act like that. Even mums. There's mums out there that just neglect their kid and go off and do whatever. It's just like, why? I respect the men out there that probably can't provide financially but are there for their kid. That's a real man. Even when those times are hard financially, they're still there. You know, this is what I mean. And me being a dad now, oh boy, I'm going to end up having to have those. I'm going to become friends with our parents. That should be fun, wouldn't it? You know, they'll be judging, saying, oh, you know, we do this with our kid. We don't do any of those stuff that you do with your kid. It's like, oh God, here we go. And now watching videos and watching stuff that's happening to kids is going to affect me even more. It's one thing seeing something bad happen to child and hearing stories about something happening to kids when you're not a parent is one thing. You find it wrong, but me as a dad now, a lot of things are going to affect me now, and I'm going to be, I have to be extra protective here, and I have to be extra careful with decision making. I thought more about my kid a lot though, every single day and night, to be fair. 100% you got to. I always wonder if she's going to be okay and stuff like that. It does melt my heart too. I need to get emotional seeing her cry, actually. She stopped crying eventually. It was on me, you know. It's not funny, but when she was on my partner, she was like, you know, it's like she uses her mum as like a bed. Most of the time she just sleeps straight away. So I think my partner holds her at the wrong time. I think she should be the one holding her first. Then he's saying that she's more active. Whereas I want to see what my baby's like sleeping on me. They've probably mentioned her name, to be fair. I'll probably mention her name in another video I see. But yeah, it's a beautiful name. So yeah, I might just give her a name. I'll just call it Alia. That's her name, is Alia. You know, I mean, my partner was happy with me making a video like this, and I don't think she bother about the me saying her name. But it's Alia, yeah. So beautiful name. I was thinking of Sapphire, but then Alia is also a beautiful name. It's kind of like, it's tough because Sapphire would have been a cracking name, but Alia is also just as good as a name. So yeah, there's a lot I've said in this video. There's a lot for me to talk about, but yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. I don't know what I'm going to title this video. Whatever I title it, you can give it a watch anyway. So yeah, let me know what your experience as a first time parent was like. Let me know how your baby was as a baby. You know, I don't know, maybe your kids are grown. I don't no idea on that one. But yeah, so let me know your experiences, and if you're a parent to a second kid, let me know on that one. You don't have to tell me your life, so just let me know. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I think 23 minutes now. Yeah, this is too long anyway. You can watch half of it if you want. So if you enjoyed the video, please give a like, comment, share it with everyone you know, subscribe and hit the notification below. I'll see you in my next video.